Jim, for a second time in 6 days, we're talking after Saints have beaten one of their Aviva Premiership top four rivals. How do you categorise that win tonight against QUINS?
Very important, a good win. Awkward conditions out there, not easy, very wet underfoot, swirling wind. But a great performance. Harlequins have been on form recently. They've beaten some good sides, playing well, and I think second half particularly we really got on top of them and deserved the win.
George North's try came at a really crucial time, but then so did Dylan Hartley's to kill the game off.
Yes, I agree. It was close, and George North, showed his power and class, I think, to score that try. And then I think just we kept at them, we kept the pressure on, and maybe we could have gone for one or two penalties, but it's been our way this season to keep the pressure, keep kicking for the corners, and it wasn't off the best line outs, but it's all about pressure, and fantastic to get that second try.
Given that Stephen Myler picked up an obvious knock on his leg and was limping quite badly, how good what does it say about his character that he was kicking the points over, especially from the far touchline into a gale?
Yeah, it was fantastic from Stephen, and it was a dead leg that he got. He's not pulled a calf or a hamstring, so it's not something that really get worse. Just something, a little bit of pain which restricted his movement, and he wanted to stay on. He knew he could keep getting through it, and it's always really pleasing to see somebody like Stephen kicking the goals. To get that conversion from the touchline was magnificent.
Given the style of rugby you've been wanting to play this season, how frustrating is it when you see as I say, there is a gale tonight, but also that massive torrential downpour about an hour and a half before kick-off? Do you, what goes through your mind when you see that?
You've got to be prepared for it. I think it's England. We're playing all seasons. I think that's probably one of the beauties of it. And we don't just play, in really warm conditions. That's good fun. But you've got to have a side who can win, because you probably, if you do get to semis and finals, it's probably going to be a lot harder, and the sun's got a good chance of shining. But it's also in the middle winter months that you've also got to be able to play. And I think it's really pleasing that we've got a side now who are evolving. We are getting better, and we can play in different conditions against different types of opposition.
Given the conditions, how well do you think your back three played? Especially, Tom Collins. We talked about him last week, but the performance at fullback, playing there for the first time at a senior start.
Yeah, I thought he played magnificently. I think he'll be really disappointed to drop the one high difficult ball, but apart from that, he had a fantastic game, and he's just developed. He's come on leaps and bounds. Real good player. And I think with Jamie Elliott as well on one wing and George on the other, very young lads, and they've all stepped up to the mark. And when you've got people like Wilson, who's injured, and Ben Foden injured, to see these players come in and perform so well shows the quality and the strength we've got in the squad. 4 wins on the trot, back to the Heineken Cup next week. How positive is the dressing room going into that tricky trip to the Ospreys? Very, very positive. I think we've not really spoken about the Heineken Cup for a few weeks. It's all been about the Premiership, and it's nice now that we can just put the Premiership to bed a little bit. We don't play till next Sunday, so we've got a chance to give the lads a couple of days off, which I think they'll really enjoy, and then look forward now, build up to the Heineken Cup, and again, it's a different competition. It's got different opportunities for us, and something we'll look forward to.